Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I hope all of you are fine and studying at home and giving a proper time to your studies. You know that in the month of January, we had the third monthly test, which was about chapter number 9. And in chapter number 9 and in chapter number 10, actually, we are studying about the software that is Dreamweaver. So, you know about these all things that we have gone through this chapter as well, and recently we are going through chapter number 10, which is also about the same topic, that is Dreamweaver software, that how to design the layout of a website, how to design a website in Dreamweaver. We have already the know-how about the HTML language, as we had two chapters about HTML, which were chapter number 3 and chapter number 4. So, last monthly test was conducted about chapter number 9, Introduction to Dreamweaver. And currently, we are going through the chapter, which is basically the chapter number 10, Images and Frame Sets in Dreamweaver CS3. I hope that my voice is clear and everyone is able to listen to me. Can anyone please give me the response about it? Uh, yes, Abdul Muiz, my voice is clear. Yes, Asad.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Good. So, coming test will be conducted inshallah on 15th of Feb. 15th of Feb, you know. You can see over here on your screen. Today it is 1st Feb. Next Monday, 8th Feb. Next Monday, after the next Monday, it will be 15th of Feb. Means today, the same day, which is Monday. So, after 2 weeks, we are going to have the 4th test. Okay. Now, for third monthly test, you will be able to see your marks in your university software. And I had given you one review, one review I had given you. And in that review, I had explained you the questions which were basically the MCQs, that what are the right answer and why this one is right answer, why one particular answer is right in an MCQs. So this thing is very important for us to know. Okay. Okay. So now we move towards the review. If you see over here, review of the test I had given you, the video is also attached, in which we discuss the right answers. If we talk about the last test marks for the MCQs, the short question marks I have already returned you using your Google Classroom. If you go and you'll see that, you'll be able to see that I have already returned the marks for the short questions, and you'll be able to see your marks over here, that what are the different marks that you have got in your short questions. Mainly the student got 5 out of 5, but a few are there who got 3 or 4 just because of some reason or some part missing in the answer. If you talk about the MCQs, then in MCQs, I have already explained you the right answers in the MCQs for your last tests. So if we talk about the MCQs for P3B in the last test, which is basically the test of January, some students are there who got 10 or 12 out of 15, but some are there who got 6, 9 or 3, but I am unable to understand when each and everything has been explained why the performance is not that much good in Dreamweaver. So you have to concentrate. Your marks will be uploaded in your uh, university, where you will be able to see the marks. Some students are there who score 12 or 13, or but 4, 5, 6, these marks are also there in the MCQ. Subjective marks I have returned you. You can check and you can let me know that whether you are able to see the subjective marks from your Google Classroom or not. Just like if we go there and if we click on the P3C, so you will be able to see your marks over here. Okay, so these are the subjective marks. You were only supposed to define, and most of the students have defined it in a proper way. These are the two students for whom I did not receive the subjective answer. Right now, Adam or Mazin, they are available. Adam or Mazin, if available, then raise the hand. Because I did not receive, of course, you will be having 0 marks if you don't submit, and mainly those who have submitted, of course. So mostly students have got full marks, because subjective question normally student write the answer in a proper way, but objective is of course having a limited time and you have to decide the answer, and sometimes it seems that all the answers are correct, and sometimes you consider that two answers are correct, but actually there is one answer which is actually correct. So about the subjective, I would say that review has been given to you. You can go through on posted on 25th. Okay, right after your test, I had given the review, in which I had explained the answers, and I had even asked you the answers, and the students explained the answers. What we are going to do today? We have got these questions for this chapter. That some questions are there that I have given, but I would like to I have given through the university as well some questions, but I would like to give you, of course, these questions for this chapter, so that all the topics must be completed. Maz, you want to say something?
So the screen, I can't see the screen.
Screen is not shared. Screen is already shared. Okay,
It's
just a minute. Give me a moment. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me share it once again. Okay, by raising the hand, some students should give me the feedback about it.
yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay.
Sir, I didn't get the objective marks.
Okay, objective, as I have told you that these marks will be uploaded in your Google Classroom. Fine. Okay. Now come to the today's lesson. Today we are going to see the more question and answers. Up to B we had done what are the two ways of inserting a role over image, and we had seen the ways. Now we will start it from the question number C. So if you see over here, if we come to our questions in this chapter, so part C, part A and B, I think we have done. These are the what are the two ways of inserting a rollover image. Part C is what are the three shapes that can be used to define the image map area. Okay, what are the three shapes which are used the image map area? Now, can anyone define what is meant by image map area? Please. Can anyone define the image map area? What is meant by image map area? Then we will see the shapes. What is meant by shape, which is used over here. Just raise the hand. Only one student. What about the rest of the students? Yes, Maz.
Yes, sir. I think the image map areas, sir, the in which are clickable regions in which we press and then it shifts to another page. It's like a link.
Yeah, that's true. But one image can have multiple
But
areas.
yes, sir.
Okay, multiple mapping areas. We can divide one image into multiple mapping areas, and each area is connected to any hyperlink, any URL, whether it will be a URL over the internet or it will be a page of your website. Fine. So, image map, we had seen the process, complete process of the image mapping, and we had used circle and we had used the rectangle. So, what are the different shapes that we can use? We can use rectangle, circle, or even polygon. We can draw a polygon by taking different line segments, and we can create an area specific map in a single image. Means we can create multiple mapping areas in a single image. So this is also very important for us to know. Now come towards the question number D. How will you add an Excel file to a web page? How we can add? Now, this thing, since we have not gone through, but the procedure is written over here. And since this contains these steps, so such kind of questions will not be there in the exams, but we must know that we can include the Excel files as well in our work. How we can include the Excel files? First, let me give you the homework, this homework, you know, in your, because up to last work we had already done. So I'm going to give you this homework in your university so that you can see from there. I will also upload the entire file in your Google Classroom when completed. Okay, when it will be completed, so I'll also upload the entire file as well over here. Okay, so I'm going to add it for P3B and for P3C. The subject is, of course, computer science, and homework is from chapter 10, which is frames and the frame sets, images and frame sets in Dreamweavers. Frame sets in Dreamweaver CS3. This is the work that you have, very short work, nothing is there which is lengthy, very short work is there that I'm going to give you, and up to next day you have to accomplish it. You're not supposed to submit, you have to write in your notebooks. Okay, the previous work we have already given. So you'll be able to see from your university. Now, come to the next question. But since next question is basically a next topic in this chapter that we were doing, so we have gone through the image mapping and all these points. We have seen these all things in detail, and the procedure, the complete procedure as well for this. Now we have to see some other things. Frames also we have done. Can anyone define what is meant by a frame? Please raise the hand. Yes. What is meant by frames and frame set? Yes, Asad.
Sir, frames in Dreamweaver or just frames specific generally?
We are talking about, of course, Dreamweaver. We are not talking about
Oh,
any
yeah.
photo frame or journal life frame. We are talking about
Okay, sir.
Dreamweaver, of course.
Yeah, sir, a frame as displays like information about a specific part of a web page.
Frame is basically a container which contains your web page of your site or any other web page of any other site over the internet.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between frame and frame set? Last time I have explained this thing. You can see this image. Can you see this image? Right now, this portion which is showing you this thing. Yes, Suved Jilani.
Sir, a frame is just a small part of the page, but the frame set is all those regions of the page in one.
Okay, good. Frame set basically contains different frames. So we had seen this thing practically as well, that frame set is basically the outline in which we have got multiple frames. Okay. So frame set contains multiple frames in it, in which we can open different pages or different web links that we are going to open in those frames, and we give URL for it. But we have seen the procedure of just creating frames, how we can create the frames and how we can save the frames. And you had seen that when you have multiple frames, each frame is going to be saved. You get a save dialog box for each frame, and then all these frames will be different pages, different portions, which will be exhibited in one page, one site, which will be showing you all multiple pages. So this was basically the topic that we had done last time, and we had applied these options last time. Fine. Border width, margins, all these options are there that we had gone through last time. Now come to this topic, linking to Word and Excel documents. Basically, our next question was about this thing, that how we can link the Word and Excel documents in our work. How we can do this? You can add a link to a Word or Excel document in an existing web page. The steps are: open the page that will have the link to the Word or Excel document. Drag the Word or Excel file from its current location to anywhere on the Dreamweaver page. The insert dialog box appears, and select create a link and click OK. If the document you are linking is not in your site's root folder, for example, if that document is not available in your folder, the local folder in which you are saving your pages, Dreamweaver prompts you to copy it to the site root folder. So this ensures that the document will be available when you publish the website. So this is basically the method that we are going to see right now. Okay. So when I need to have one Word or Excel page in my work, what I am going to do, see over here, the steps are written. Open the page that will have the link to the Word or Excel document. Means, of course, it will be your Dreamweaver page. Drag the Word or Excel file from its current location to anywhere on the Dreamweaver page. So we take just like P3 result. Let's suppose this is an Excel file. Okay, P3 result or P3B result or P3C result. What we can do, we will drag it. I have dragged it from P3 result page, which is basically an Excel file, and I dragged and dropped it over there in my Dreamweaver. This thing is clear. Now this is the dialog box that we need to understand, which has been explained over here. You can see insert the contents, text only, text with structure, paragraph, list, tables, etc. Text with structure plus basic formatting, bold, italic, text with the structure plus full formatting, bold, italic. Okay, so we can take any option over here depending basically on our requirement, that what is basically our requirement. So according to our requirement, just like, okay, if I say that text with structure plus full formatting, bold, text with structure plus basic formatting, bold, italic, etc. Okay, I click on it, text with structure plus full formatting, bold, italic, values, etc. Now what happens? We see the result. Now you can see that we have opened this file, which is basically a result file of P3C in a test. I have inserted over here. Okay, I press Ctrl Z and I show you the result. What happens when I will drop it? I drop it in this way. Text only. If I click on text only, what will happen? Now you can see the result. That it is not having any table formatting, you know, colors, all these things are not there. Control Z. Now if I drop it over here and I say text with structure, paragraphs, list, tables, but in this case formatting will not be there. Now see, bold, italic, color schemes, all these things are not there. Okay, now if I drop it and I say text with structure plus formatting, so then it is going to, just a minute. Okay, so over here you will have these options. We can also go to create a link, and then we can click a link over here. But in that situation, of course, we'll have to make a document relative path, your document should be saved first. So you'll have to save the document, and then it will be linked with that file. So I'm going to just save my document, my page.html, on my desktop. So now when I'm going to run it, preview, we are going to see in Internet Explorer, or you can also open it in the Google Chrome. Okay, let me see the output. Now the page, okay, page is open. Page was having only one line, so when I'll click on it, when I will click on it, what do you want to do with this? Okay, so we will say that open it. So when we'll click on it, then the original file will be opened. Now you can see, but right now this file is being retrieved from my PC. It is there in one of the folder of my PCs. But let's suppose if this file is not available on my PC, it is available on any other link, for example, in your drive, then you are going to take the link from the drive. Let's suppose if I say that, let me show you just one example. Go to drive. I take one example over here. Any file, page. It may be Excel file, it may be Word file. I create one Excel file over here, which is a Google Sheet file. I create one Google Sheet file over here. Okay. I paste some text in it. Let me take some text. Okay, just like I take this text and I paste over here. Okay, now it has been pasted. Just like this is an Excel file that I have created and I have given it my Excel file. Now where it is, where this file is, my Excel file, where it is there in my drive. Okay, I close it. You know that the changes are automatically saved in your drive. You know very well about it. So now you can see that I have created one file which is basically an Excel file that I have right now I have created. Why it is not showing the recent file? I will refresh. Now this is the file. So when I click over here, now you can see that it is getting opened. Now what kind of mode is there that I want to use? I will right click on it. I want to share this file in view mode. Fine, get link, but restricted. Why? Only anyone can see, but can only view, not edit. Okay, editing right, we are not going to give editing right, commenting right, no, can view. So we will copy this link. This is the link that we will copy. Now this file is there on the internet. I am just giving the file. When the file is there on the internet, how you can link it. Now if I say that file on internet, okay, let's suppose now this is the file on the internet. I will select this text and I will give the target over here. I say okay. Now let me run it. Preview in Internet Explorer. Do you want to save changes? Yes. Now you can see when I am clicking, the file is getting opened over here. But keep in mind, you cannot edit it. You can't edit it. Why? Because at the time of sharing, when I was getting the link, I was just taking the link in the view mode only. That's why you cannot edit. If I give you the link with the editing rights, then you will be able to even make changes over here. Up to here, this point is clear how you can bring the file from your computer, or how you can bring the file from anywhere from the internet. I gave you the example of the drive, okay, Google Drive. I hope this thing is clear. If you've got any question, please ask me. Please ask me. Up to here, if something is not clear, please ask me. Only Mars has the question. What about the rest? All the rest, they have got clear concept about it. Yes. Okay, let me mark the attendance first. Now in the next class we will do the question and answers as well, because we have understood the procedure. That's why I'm asking you that if something is there which is not clear, you can ask me right now. Okay, so we have got from to here. Fine. All the things are clear. What should I consider? All things are clear. No problem. No issue is there. Good. Come to the next point. So in order to insert the Word or Excel file in your page, you can just simply drag it or drop it in your Dreamweaver page, If you want to keep the formatting, click on text with structure plus full formatting. If you just want to have text, you can click on only text. If you want to have basic formatting without any colors, basic structure, the tabular structure will be copied. Okay. Or if you will click the create a link, then you can find out any file from the internet which is available or on any remote server, and you can include in your Dreamweaver document. So this is quite simple procedure. Of course, it needs practice. So you will do the practice, you will be able to do. Whenever we have got the file in our drive, what happens with it? What happens that when we have got the file in our drive, this is a quite simple procedure. For example, just take this example. Let's suppose, just like we have got one page that we want to share with the students. Fine. Let's suppose this is a Google Doc I'm going to create right now. And here is some assignment, just giving you the example. And I want to share this assignment and with the students. So first I will save this file. Let's suppose this is a file. File has been saved. So over here you will be able to see that the recent file will be visible over here. This is the file that right now I have created. Okay, what is the name of the file? Assignment. So the same name we can write over here when we are saving the file. Okay, now you have got the sharing option from here as well. You can go to share and you can click get a shareable link. Anyone, if you will click on anyone, anyone will be able to see. You will copy the link, view option, view rights you have given over here. You will copy the link and you will send this link to your friend who wants to see this file. Okay, fine. So this is the method that you can share. You can do for sharing the files. If you click from here the editing rights, okay, then the student will be able to edit as well. If someone already knows about these options, someone has got the idea about these options available in the Google Classroom. If not, then just remind me. It is related to the Dreamweaver as well, because linking and all these options are there. So I'll explain you these all options available over here in the Google tools. So these will be quite clear to you. Fine. I think all of are aware, but if you don't know anything, any of things is there that you want to ask, I will explain. Have you got any question? Anything would you like to clarify? Because now our class time is almost about to over. But anything, any question you want to ask? Okay, thank you so much, all of you.